Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Topping the news tonight, the Bahamas is now in a state of emergency, with 3 cases of COVID-19 on record and 11 individuals in quarantine. Prime Minister the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis revealed in Parliament today that the Governor General issued a proclamation of emergency that became effective yesterday, March 17th. That has prompted the government to table legislation which will ensure the government does all it can to fight and prevent the spread of COVID-19 in this country. Altaviz Munnings joins us live in studio with more on the Prime Minister's contribution in Parliament today. Altaviz?
Good evening, Keishla, and good evening, Bahamas. Prime Minister the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis not mincing words on his government's proactive approach to combating the COVID-19 virus in the House of Assembly this morning. He pointed out that the Ministry of Health Surveillance Unit has aggressively conducted contact tracing activities for the initial COVID-19 case reported, which led to the discovery of 2 other cases late last night. The Prime Minister also revealed that 30 contacts of the COVID-19 positive patient have been identified. Now, this prompted the Prime Minister to table the emergency proclamation issued by the Governor General that came into effect yesterday and table the Emergency Powers Regulations 2020 bill. Some of the legislation's measures include a health officer being able to detain a person who they believe is or may be contaminated or infected with the COVID-19 virus and can affect others. Regarding children, the adult responsible for the child must comply with the restrictions. A health officer may also be required to isolate an individual if necessary. To enhance social distancing, the emergency measures empower the Prime Minister to revoke or suspend permits for all public spaces in a particular area, an island, or the entire country. If the Prime Minister has to impose isolation, he can close schools, churches, and businesses, limit visitation at correctional and residential care facilities, as well as permit travel to grocery stores, gas stations, and the hospital or a doctor if necessary.
These regulations also provide for curfews during the emergency proclamation period if deemed necessary. The Prime Minister may, by order, require every person within any area specified to remain within doors between such hours as specified in the order.
The emergency legislation also enables the Prime Minister, in consultation with the Minister of Finance, to waive the application of any rules or law governing the procurement of goods and services.
Why it's essential to remove the procurement laws or rules is because under our system and the bureaucracy, it may take 6 months for a tender process to be completed. It may take 7 months before one can commence any form of construction. But this gives the Prime Minister the power to select a particular contractor to commence immediately. If by chance, God forbid, that we find ourselves in a situation where more medical facilities are needed, then the Prime Minister has the power to ensure that each and every Bahamian citizen in this country receives medical care regardless of their financial circumstances.
Before delivering his communication, though, the Prime Minister lamented how the documents pertaining to this legislation were leaked and went viral on social media overnight. He described the move as a complete breakdown of trust.
Under these regulations, Mr. Speaker, no person shall publish or cause to be published, posted, or reposted over any media platform, inclusive of social media, any purported news or report or purported statement of fact, knowing or having reasonable cause to suspect the same. That is untrue, false, or may incite public fear panic or ethnic hatred. And that is why I was so disappointed that our legislation that we just discussed last night had leaked out, causing panic in our society. Trust is necessary. Trust in here and trust out there. If trust is broken down in here, we are leaders. We are setting poor examples.
Well, Keishla, the Prime Minister also thanked health workers across the country for their hard work as they spend long hours away from their families to make us all safe, while adding that as Prime Minister and a medical doctor, it is his mission, determination, responsibility to save and to protect every life that he can during this crisis. And the Prime Minister implores all Bahamians to work together to end this threat. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Maltavise Munnings. Back to you, Keishla.